Also, I just noticed you're playing the Wii version of this. This is something. This is a version I've never seen before.
This is the Wii version. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is mirrored.
I'm used to seeing you playing the GameCube version.
Yeah, the GameCube version and this version are really not that different, except only when it comes to the mirroredness.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's to compensate for people who are right-handed and left-handed.
Yeah, I guess I'm, in a way, ambidextrous when it comes to this game because I'm so familiar with it, but I don't know. But yes, I did mention that I had a mathematical equation for this scale, and I'm going to explain it right now. You want to get these little guys off of this little shelf on the wall over here, and you want to make them come out. Not come out like that, but you know what? You get my drift. Anyway, but climb on top of this, and then throw this guy. Don't like him. Anyways. I don't like it. Throw that guy off. And you want to get these guys. Kind of weigh this section down. Groovy. Yeah, and our... I forgot to mention, before we started recording... Please, get on there. Before we started recording, you pointed out a very unexpected sequence break that you experienced in a particular room in the dungeon. You fell through the floor. And you didn't want to fall through the floor, but you...
That's not even a... that wasn't even a sequence break, but, he passed it now, but there was a room where he had to fight a bunch of enemies in order to get to the Dark Net.
Yeah.
Where, for some reason, if you slash at a very specific pixel, then it just barely clips Link out of bounds.
Yeah.
And, you just void out.
Yeah, it can be pretty random.
It happened during our verses that we did.
I don't know, because I thought you had forgotten something, but you didn't. You just, like, voided out unexpectedly. It was ridiculous. But anyway,
Yeah.
The equation I'm talking about, 4 of those little mini statues is the equivalent to this big guy. So this big statue is the same weight as 4 of those statues, and the scale is equal. Just make sure you have 4 of those mini statues on the other side and him on this one. And we are scot-free. Not too bad. Anyway.
Yeah, so when you get to this point, you're pretty much almost done. You just gotta continue guiding this downwards.
Yeah, so just put him in the bell and we're good. It doesn't...
And then also on your way back down, there's a lot of these little guys right here.
Yeah, when you saw me do that little trick where I had to press on that switch and then jump attack, I'm going to show the intended way of how to get up there, because there are some people who haven't played Twilight Princess at all. So I guess if any of them end up watching this, they're going to know how, because I don't want to, like, miss any good details. So I'll try to do that when I get to it, that is. But, yep, and why am I doing this? I can already control him. Break open this gate. And there we go. But we can weigh him down on that switch, getting rid of this electric grid. But before we even do that, I want to break this gate open, because I feel like it. Then we can weigh this down. And there we go. Leading us to heart piece number 35. 5 pieces of heart and contained also through life energy. Boobity-boo. Awesome. And there's 2 more, believe it or not 1 more, because most dungeons have 2 heart pieces, not 3. But it's gonna be way later. But get him over to this vicinity, and then actually let's double check the map because I want to make sure. Yep, I'm good. I forgot one, but it's going to be on the upper hand, I believe. Floor, if I'm not mistaken. Whoops. Get in front of me. Please. Anyway. So we really don't have to hit the switches anymore, because they're already out of the way. It's over. We already have this guy to take out an oblivion of these movers for us. So that's pretty cool. And also, notice, in this dungeon, I did not forget the boss key like I did in Palace of Twilight, because I had a moment where I don't know, choked in the Palace of Twilight in our versus, and it just was not expected. And just when I thought I had everything in order, I did not. And I had things screwed up pretty badly for me. But where am I actually missing a chest? Am I missing something? Huh. Weird. Anyway, what we want to do is come back to the bottom floor and get this mini statue. Pick him up and then go back to the floor that we got the other small key on when we did that trick. So, counterclockwise, pretty much goes up. Groovy. I meant to ask, like, what is the most, regarding, like, with the exception of this game, besides Twilight Princess, what has been your most unexpected moment in any game in particular?
It's hard to say.
Hard to say, like, even if you had to pick
a lot of unexpected things, like, because a lot of the unexpected things come from speedrunning, because you play the game so many times that you're bound to run into unexpected stuff.
Yeah, it's...
But, I don't know, it's hard to really pinpoint it to, like, pick one that's, like, most unexpected.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. Again, mine with this game is that I forgot the boss key. That's, like, the only thing that I can remember. In the Palace of Twilight. But yeah, after this chest, I'm going to go and see if I can pinpoint what that other chest on the 7th floor was missing. But not really going to mind these guys too much, because what we're going to do right now is kind of chill our way into this. We want to guide this little statue guy onto this switch really quick, but get him.
And the first time that he was in this room, there is actually a way to sequence break this room. And that is by doing a very precise diagonal throw using those statues. It's very precise, but you just want to show the approach.
All right, my aggression level is about to begin. Is everybody in? Get rid of these mini gomas. I want these guys out of the way. Thank you. So I can get this statue and climb up with it. Anywho. And you want to throw these guys kind of like that. As long as you make them in, you'll be fine. But
yeah. And if you're really good, you can actually throw these right on top of the switch by doing a very precise shot. It's very hard to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you can't really know where the switch is when you're like down below and the switch is like up on the top.
Yeah. With
everything blocking it.
I guess I didn't know after all these years that Link would be a professional basketball player. Anyway, piece of heart and former heart container. You can increase your life energy. Can't even talk tonight, but that's all right. Anyway, we're done with this room, but before we actually progress on, I want to go back to the floor to see what I missed. We will be right back.
Oh wait, I think you have to.
I get what's going on.
Claw shot something. Yeah, I think you have to claw shot something.
I know exactly what I have to do.
Okay, yeah, I remember I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is.
Yeah, so right here, yeah, I guess if you're really trying to complete the dungeon, then yeah, you can really easily miss this.
Yeah, this. I feel so embarrassed. I don't know why I didn't do this.
Okay, so over here, there's a room where you. Oh wait. Is this the boss key?
No,
this is the boss key.
I didn't. I already got the boss key. Cause look, it's a rupee. It's a rupee.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like a red rupee of some kind. Not that important.
I thought this was.
There's 2 chests in this room. It's a baby chest that kind of hid from me. Oh. That shell is going ballistic. Okay. Here it is. Why do I feel stupid? Why do I feel stupid? Red rupee.
I mean, you were focusing on the puzzle, that's for sure.
Anyway, got it out of the way. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Now this is definitely going to be a 2-parter, even though we're recording it all in one. Come here, guy. Yep, that chest was in the toilet, as it always was. Anyway, going clockwise, and we're going down. It's weird how Link can push this statue's weight as he pushes this cog to go up and down. It's so bizarre. But I guess, after all, it is only game programming. It's not supposed to be perfect. The developers didn't really look that in-depth of real-life scenarios, so I guess it's understandable. But, anyway. Now that we have this guy, we can get all these baby Gohmas dead. And, getting all these guys out. Getting rid of this electric grid, which is beautiful. Anyway, last thing. There is a postal just chilling here and just hiding from us, right behind this gate. And we're not gonna get him. We're just gonna move on. I'm joking. We're getting him. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. Anyway. And it looks like he looks like he's sleeping. Actually, he didn't even acknowledge my existence until I knocked him down. That is. But this is number 43, I believe. Yeah, 43. Yeah. Go back into human mode. And there is another heart piece and another postal at the very, very end of the dungeon after the boss. So, let's go ahead and double check our map for extra stragglers we may have missed. And it looks like we're good. So you're mighty quiet over there. Everything alright?
Yeah.
Making sure. Because I guess silence isn't really in my league. Not really what I expect out of most people, but that's alright.
You've been doing most of the talking so far, so I just been letting you do most of the talking.
I mean, do you want to talk? Because I can talk less.
Huh? I mean, you're doing fine right now. All we're doing is making our way back to the beginning of the dungeon.
And I guess I'll take that as a compliment if I'm.
And you do have to, and yes, you do have to use the claw shot in order to get past these gates, because all of your ways of opening those gates are blocked off on the other side.
Yeah. Did we forget that statue? Where is he? Where is he?
Oh yeah, I guess. Wait, maybe it's at the first room.
He was right there, and I didn't grab him. I completely disobeyed his existence. But here we go.
Okay, so yeah, so I didn't. Yeah, I did not remember having to claw shot over those gates.
Literally rocketing back to this room because I've choked twice already.
And I lost to this guy for getting things 2 times. Wow.
Forgetting things twice. A chest, and the most important thing, the statue. I missed the statue. I don't understand why. The second that I hit that record button, I swear, because I usually do fine when I don't talk, but when I talk, it's just harder to focus, that is. But anyway, got him, and we're good. And we can finally put him in his place. Well, our chores are done. I didn't point out that in the mini-boss room, the light medallion emblem was on the floor of that room. I forgot to point that out. Because it's the first medallion that you get in Ocarina of Time in the Temple of Time, so it's pretty good. It's pretty cool that they acknowledged to put that in this game in particular. And we're good. We can just kind of ignore these BMOs. Wait for him to spin around. Wow, blow myself up. Jesus. There we go. And we want to get this little statue. Just kind of chilling there. And then put him on this switch. Right ahead of us. Oh, I heard myself grab onto the ledge. I almost fell off, but I really didn't do it. Anyway. Go past this thing, and then we want to get the Dominion Rod and bring him to life if we can reach him. Come on. What are you doing?
It does have very short range.
Yeah, it doesn't have short range only if you target onto one of the statues. It's really bizarre, actually, the targeting mechanics in Twilight Princess, but still. What I want to get for the first time in a long time is a fairy, so I think it's in this pot. Yep.
Wow, a fairy with 15 hearts? What a noob.
Noob. Get some arrows, and let's actually deactivate the bomb arrows, because we can. And we're good. So you want your arrows and your Dominion Rod for this fight. And we're going to let's double check the map. And we're good. Got everything out of the dungeon. So, here we go. Yeah, that was weird. I guess I lost contact with M-Chan for a second, but we're back on track now. But yeah, this boss is
Yeah, I was personally offended with him asking me how my work was.
Were you actually? Making sure. But yeah, the weird thing about this boss is that I would expect to at least take control of these statues and walk them around, but just pressing a button is just kind of unrealistic. Well, not unrealistic.
This fight is it's so difficult.
It's really not. It really isn't, though. This part is when he lays these eggs.
So this is where things get a little bit annoying. Armogohma is going to shoot up these eggs, which will contain these spider enemies, which you do have to defeat. And again, they're really annoying because they move away from you when you go towards them, and then they move towards you when you go away from them. It's kind of annoying. And then after defeating all those guys, then you have an opportunity to try to shoot Armogohma down. And then when Armogohma is down, well, the Armogohma will always pretty much stop at where there's a statue nearby, and that way you can use the statue to hit Armogohma.
And give him some CPR, you know. Yeah. But yeah, if
but overall, this is a really easy fight. This is like, yeah, this is the easiest fight. It's like the pattern's very predictable.
What I'm
no second phase in this fight.
There kind of is at like the very end. Yeah, I'll point that out. But yeah, if you're good, you can get these eggs before they hatch, so you don't have to fight the baby.
Yeah.
Eggs. Anyway,
nice. So that's the third hit. So then just go and shoot the Dominion Rod at the statue, and then you want to do the last hit. And there you go.
And there we go. And I wanted to put on, the armor just for this specific cutscene when Link realizes that he's not 100% done with the fight. This is like the most kiddiest moment in the dungeon, because this is so... It's so simple, I'm just embarrassed to admit. Okay. You can defeat it in many ways. You can slash it with your sword, you can shoot it 3 times with a regular arrow, but you can kill it with a regular bomb arrow. It's really dumb, and I actually spawned next to it, even though I was so far away. That's just so embarrassing. But, hey, with that, we get the 3rd Mirrored Shard out of this dungeon. Three of the Mirror Shards are ours. Just one left.
Isn't this the second one? Because the first one is an Arbor's ground.
You do get that one, but it doesn't show in the cutscene though. That's the weirdest thing. It just shows as you getting Stalord defeated. It already appears in the mirror chamber, which is kind of strange, but yeah, they actually appear in your inventory after the Arbiter's Ground. So,
yeah. Okay.
if that makes sense. But yeah, let's take off the magic armor. We have 3 out of 4 now, and let's get this final heart container for the episode. Heart container, that is. But anywho, but I'm gonna get these last few little arrows. We're not gonna end off the episode just yet because there are a couple things that I want to point out after the dungeon. You really want to pay attention here because this can really affect your inventory flow. I'm not going to save here because I want to make sure the footage is good. And I did have a time where my footage got corrupted and I had to re-record a dungeon. Not fun, but it was doable as long as I had a backup file. But so, in this room, again, you'd be amazed at what you would forget and how oblivious you felt to this stuff if you miss it. But go over here, and you get another heart piece. 3 in the dungeon. Crazy. Even though you're not in the dungeon, but still. Nuts. And we're not done. We are not done. In this section, we have another postal. Is that freaking beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So,
Very.
get him, and then we'll be done. Make sure you get him, and you'll be fine. Because they are very easy to pass up, especially if you're just that antsy to get out of the dungeon, but still. With that, we are good. In the next episode, we're going to head out of the Temple of Time. Until then, stay tuned. And do you have any last words for the episode?
Well, good luck on the last dungeon. The last dungeon is going to be a crazy one for sure.
Yeah.
But,
it's not going to be.
Thanks for having me. It was great. It was great to, being able to hang out and see this game again. This is my favorite 3D Zelda game, and it's nice to be able to see this game again.
Yeah, no problem. But until then, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, or anything else. Peace out, everyone.